MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago Cubs and the Atlanta Braves. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Julio Teheran, the Colombian native, gets the call to start this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty, Julio Teheran, 4-pitch mix guy. Good fastball, 89 to 94 miles an hour. Changeup, probably his best off-speed pitch. Has the curveball, has the slider. One of the keys you'll notice he's going to be on early, inducing a lot of ground balls. He's a ground ball type pitcher. If he's getting ground balls, expect a strong outing.
Digging in, Ian Happ. He will lead this one off today. The windup and the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And that one just missed outside. The mercury still rising here at the ballpark. 93 degrees our game time temperature. Oh, and a nice changeup that time gets him to swing right through it as the leadoff man is down on strikes to open up the ball game. With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, what's your take on him this afternoon on the road?
Matty, I love the way this lineup's constructed. Talking to the manager before the game, he focused on the fact that they have a pass the baton mentality. Everything's flowing for this lineup. Chance to score a lot of runs.
So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
Woody Keller, this is my nightmare. He likes to call a pitch above the zone, above the belt. I know guys say those are the pitches that go deep, but I'm telling you, if you're calling that high strike, it opens up a lot of room for the pitcher.
I agree with you, Buell. That's a tough pitch to get on top of and to put it in play. So if you're a pitcher right now, try to elevate that top part of that strike zone.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on MLB Network. Jose Quintana is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Lefty Jose Quintana taking the bump right now. Really like this guy. Not overpowering, but great command of the fastball. And he does something a lot of lefties don't do. He'll come in with that fastball to righties. 3-pitch guy. Fastball, curveball, changeup. Throws all 3 for strikes. Not an overpowering guy, but he is really a control artist.
Now batting, Ozzie Albies. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
I feel like when you're facing a 2-pitch mix like this, sink or changeup, as an offense, the game plan has to be the fact that you have to get something elevated. You know he's not going to beat you with velocity, so it's going to come down to who executes better.
And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, I really appreciate the tenacity that Ender Enciarte plays with. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. First offering on its way. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Now the pitch. I just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. And it's 1-2.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Braves. And this is still a... Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Popped him up. Bautista has room in foul territory. And he brings it in on the warning track.
Time for a look at the Braves on D. And how fortunate are we that we get to watch the Gold Glover play some center field today. He's on every highlight reel on the regular, making huge plays for his defense, saving runs, throwing guys out at the plate, diving in the gap with his hair on fire. This one should be fun.
Javier Baez is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
Here's Addison Russell. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there, it's strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. A little bouncer that winds up foul for the second strike. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We'll go to the bottom of the second, no score. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Nick Markakis. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. First pitch on its way. I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike 1. Now here's the pitch. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. The 1-1 is taken for strike 2. Slapped hard the opposite way. Contreras is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And let's focus on Anthony Rizzo. Not only a Gold Glove winner, this guy has won a Platinum Glove, bailing out his infielders time and time again with his soft hands and feel for the game.
Here comes the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. In past meetings with Jose Quintana, he's got 1 hit in 19 tries. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. Gone! A solo home run that time off the bat of Jose Bautista. As the Braves get on the board first, it's 1-0.
I can tell you one thing, you might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
Here's Ender Inciarte. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. On the run is Contreras. Goes into a slide, and he's got it. Great play, and there's 2 gone.
Suzuki.
That's a slick play out there as we take a look at it on show motion. He was charging in quickly, and he slides to get under the ball just before it reaches the ground and gets the out. Well done.
Into the box now, Kurt Suzuki. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. They'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. The 1-0. is looked at for the first strike. 2 out, nobody on. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Baez fields it cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But the Braves are on the board first thanks to the solo home run. We've played 2. It's now 1-0 Atlanta. Set to start the third as we're back on MLB Network from SunTrust Park near Atlanta. Next to bat will be Victor Caratini. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
First pitch of the at-bat. 0-1 the count. Hit down the line at first, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. And a swing and a miss as he picks up yet another strikeout. 6 of them already, and there's 1 gone in the inning.
If you've got a good fastball going and they're not handling, keep throwing it. Right there, 3 fastballs in a row. He gone.
Here's Jason Hayward now. And it's fouled away. Hayward, or often just J-Hay. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
And Markakis will tuck this one in for route number 2.
Batting ninth, the pitcher number 62, Jose.
And now the Cubs pitcher, Jose Quintana. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Hit the other way out toward right field. And that's the first hit in this one for the Cubbies.
Boy, D, were you talking about frustrating as a pitcher? You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. The set and the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
I think he's shown you right there he was trying to put you away with the off speed.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Cubs strand 1. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. And the next in is Johan Camargo as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
The shortstop, Johan.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. To 1-2 now.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Fouled off. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. The next to bat for Atlanta, Julio Teheran. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. One and 2 now to the Braves pitcher. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. The 2-2. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Ozzie Albies waits on deck. And he lays off here. It's ball 4. And that is really cause for concern as he's just walked the opposing pitcher.
Finally, up to this point, the entire lineup had been swinging at anything close, and this guy decides to show a little more patience at the dish and is rewarded with a base on balls. That was a good at-bat.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. From the stretch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
The 1-2.
Now batting.
That
number
strikeout was
13.
all about setting the hitter up with hard stuff. You can see the first 3 pitches are coming in fast, and then he slows it down on the 4th pitch, knowing the hitter is sort of conditioned for the hard stuff. Yet another way to upset a hitter's timing.
On the ground to the right side. Dive by Baez. He beat it out. If that was anybody else running down the line, he'd have had him.
Bang, bang play right there. That's one of my favorite plays. Thinking back to it, to go in that hole in between first base and second base, do that little pirouette, make that throw to first base. Wasn't able to complete the play, but nice job.
First pitch of the at-bat. A high fastball is in there.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
Quintana sets. 0-1 pitch on its way. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him in the end. Here's Chris Bryant now.
Leading off for the Cubs. Third baseman.
Turned on down the line. Well, this is foul for the first strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. A fastball right over the outside corner. Missed with a slider. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he struck him out. And that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Stepping in now, Anthony Rizzo. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo. The 1-2. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Anthony Rizzo sent packing for the second out of the inning. So now with 2 out and the bases empty, it's Wilson Contreras. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Hey, he's rolling so far in this one as we head into the middle part of this game. How about 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes? If he continues to do that, he just might finish this one.
Popped him up. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. It remains 1-0. Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Nick Markakis.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
This guy's been on cruise control as we head into the middle innings of this one. And one of the big factors why, how about 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes?
0-2, here it comes. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. The 1-2. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. The 1-2. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking. So 1 away now, and that will bring in the two-time Major League home run champ Jose Bautista.
The last at-bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time.
One sack as that ball is into the gap in right center. Should be good for at least 2 bases. And he'll reach second now with 1 away. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
Here's Ender Inciarte. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. From the belt, the pitch. Softly hit here to the left side. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Standing in now, Kurt Suzuki, as he'll take a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. A ball and a strike to count to Suzuki. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
Tried to hold up there, appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this will wind up being a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Liner toward right center. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Now batting, the shortstop, Johan Camargo.
And the next in is Johan Camargo, and they're runners at the corners now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Hey, I'm a little shocked right there. Double play situation. He doesn't go with the sinker. He goes with the ordinary fastball in that situation.
And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike two.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2. Ready for another chance? Julio Teheran. He drew a walk his first time up. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. In there, and it's 0-1.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here would be huge.
A pause and the 0-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Braves will settle for just the 1. We played 4 full. It's the Braves 2 and the Cubs nothing. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Javier Baez looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. The windup and the 0-1. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. A look at our line score here through the first 4, and as we've mentioned, just 1 hit for these guys this afternoon. First pitch of the at-bat. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
Expect the guy on the mound to keep attacking his zone right here. He has a chance for a quick inning. He is not nibbling. Everything is catching those 17 inches.
And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Next to bat will be Victor Caratini. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First pitch on its way. A cold strike on the inside corner.
2 quick outs in this inning so far. His pitch count is really down. I think one of the keys is he's been attacking the strike zone early on, making these guys swing the bat so far in this one.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the Ledger? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They trail things here 2-0. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He's gone down on strikes twice already in this one. And Dan, when you know you have a chance to hand someone a hat trick for the game, is there any extra motivation to punch him out again?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, Matt. When you have a good hitter like this and you punched him out twice already, you just want to continue to go out there and make good pitches and see if you can't dominate him for a 3rd time.
Now batting.
Riding in once again, number 13. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line to the right side. Well, taken in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher. Ready for another shot now. Freddie Freeman. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a breaking ball over the outer half. Pretty much an obligatory take that time.
Yeah, when the first 2 guys in the inning make first pitch outs, you really don't have much choice.
Curveball there. This one touching 77 miles an hour. 2 strikes. Check swing grounder to the right side. Baez takes it in. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3 as they're unable to add. Here's Jason Hayward now. They'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Count is 1-2 now. Fouled away. The 1-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. And he fouls this one off. Another 1-2 delivery. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Drifting under it now is Markakis, and he's got it for the first out.
The pitcher, number 62.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Jose Quintana. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. This one's down to third. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, center fielder.
And that will bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. We'll see Nick Markakis when we come back. It's the Braves 2 and the Cubs nothing. Digging in to try it again, Nick Markakis will try to get things started for the Braves in their half of the 6th.
Nick Markakis.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. The windup and the 0-1. Ran one in on him there as this is hit softly to third. And there's one down now.
Now batting, third baseman,
Jose Bautista will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. A bouncer to the left side. Russell's got it. And that's the second out.
now batting, center fielder, Ender.
Digging in and looking for more, Ender Inciarte. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Quintana into the windup. 1-2 on its way. Chopped weakly to the left. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
The catcher, number 24, Kurt Suzuki.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Kurt Suzuki. Here comes the first pitch. And there he goes towards second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Back here at SunTrust Park, 7th inning straight ahead with the Braves leading this one. But before we get it started, let's take a look here at the game summary to this point. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one, and this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
Suzuki waits on it. 2 gone.
Now batting.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach at 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 once more is taken. That's ball 1.
And it's late to his afternoon of work, and the longer this at bat goes, the better chance of him making a mistake. But as a guy starts to tire, they're more likely to leave the ball up. But man, he's been good so far.
And it's fouled away. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kurt Suzuki. He'll be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th. In the air to straightaway right. On the move is Hayward. 1 down. Striding in once again, Johan Camargo. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. And he just misses with a curveball. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Now it's 2-0.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
3-0 to him now. 1 out, nobody on. Three balls and a strike to the Atlanta shortstop. The 3-1 is in there for a full count now. 3-2.
Count is full. 3-2.
Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the 2nd out of the inning.
The pitcher, number 49.
Ready for another chance, Julio Teheran. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Hey, this guy obviously feels he can move traffic right here. He's taking 2 big swings. He's trying to help himself.
Tied him up there as this is softly hit down the line. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Braves, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Here's Javier Baez. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Behind 0-2 now. Count remains at 0-2. The next 0-2. Hot shot to third. And he's going to beat the offline throw to first as the first baseman couldn't get the foot back in time.
Boy, this is an absolute gift to them, especially when they've had so much trouble getting anybody on base. So now the leadoff hitter is aboard and might be looking to run. They've got to do whatever they can to get some offense going.
Here's Addison Russell as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Fly ball out to straightaway right. And therefore it is Markakis, and that's your first out. Digging in once again, Victor Caratini comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Popped him up. Bautista on the move, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting.
Here's Jason Hayward now, 0 for 2 for him to this point. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Fouled off. Ready with the 0-2. Grounded weakly to the left. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
I'll tell you what, D-Row, this guy's been on point. After that knock, that's only their second knock of the game, and it's getting late into this one.
Yeah, it's frustrating. You can see it from the manager to the hitting coach to everyone in this lineup. They are really upset with the way they've swung the bats. Maybe this is the start of something late.
And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple. They trail it here 2-0. Steve Cishek is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 41.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. The 1-0 home. Swing, high drive, deep down the left field line. This ball is slicing, nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for strike number 2.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
The 1-2 misses down below the knees.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Stepping in for the Braves, number 13. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Leaves a slider right over the middle.
Hey, these mechanics ain't out of the textbook The Art of Pitching, but he seems to be effective with what he's doing.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Oh, and 2, here it comes. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. First delivery to him on the way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. This one smoked the other way, high and deep to left. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. Cishek pauses. 0-2 pitch on its way. Struck him out. Struck him out again. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. Still 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Fouled away. And a strikeout here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. Ready once again, Chris Bryant. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. No balls and 1 strike. Into the corner and slicing foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit the other way out toward right field. Markakis on the run, and that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
Sam Freeman answers the call from dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one.
Sam Freeman.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Bryant leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Popped up. Freeman has a play. Barehanded at his knees. Not in time. It was a highlight reel stop, but he can't get an out. And runners will be at first and second with 1 away. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Markakis giving chase. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. Now a crowd of 31,000 plus come to their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
A 2-0 finish today. The Atlanta Braves took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Julio Teheran earns the victory on the mound. Jose Quintana pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.
Final line score for our ball game this afternoon. For the victorious Atlanta Braves, 2 runs, 6 hits, with 1 error. They left 5 men on base. For the Cubs, no runs, 4 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. The winning pitcher is Julio Teheran. The loss goes to Jose Quintana. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 32 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of SunTrust Park, we'd like to thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely. Thank you.